Hello everyone! So, recently I've been playing through Pikmin 1 and 2, and I had a thought when I went to sleep the other day, which is already crazy to be honest, because I never think. But I was thinking, which of the Pikmin could I beat in a fight? I know, thrilling content. And you're probably thinking, oh, but Pikmin are like 2 inches tall. And you'd be right, which is why I'm going to assume that I'm the same size as Pikmin. And also no water, because I think water kills, like, all of them. Water. So first of all, I want to talk about red Pikmin, because although red Pikmin are, like, really basic, they're really, really strong in attack power. And I think that just beats me. I think I die. I think a red Pikmin touches me and I just die. So I think this is a loss. I think this is a big loss. I'm not very strong. The next one is yellow Pikmin. Now, I think yellow Pikmin is pretty divisive because they can jump pretty high, but they're not as strong as red Pikmin. So I think, like, if they got the jump on me, which they probably would get the jump on me, then I would lose. They'd swarm me. I think there's a chance I'd win, but overall I think I'd lose. I think I'd lose. I think I'd definitely lose. So the water Pikmin, they're pretty bad. Like, they're only good for water. So they're not very strong at attacking. And I think I just beat the shit out of them. I think I'd beat the shit out of blue Pikmin. I can't lie. They just seem weak. Purple Pikmin, I think I definitely lose against purple Pikmin. I don't think it's even a chance. They're so heavy. Like, they just jump on me. My ribs would get crushed. My ribs would get crushed by purple Pikmin. They'd kill me. So I think this is definitely a lose. White Pikmin are very fast. Very, very fast. And they're also pretty scary. So in intimidation factor, I think they win because they could run around. They could run around in circles and then, like, I don't know, scare me. Just by looking at me. Just by looking at me, they could scare me. But they're kind of small. They're pretty small and they don't have a lot of special things. They're just fast. So I think, again, this is another one that's like, I think either party could win. But I think I'd beat the shit out of white Pikmin. I can't lie. Like, they're scary, but I'm scarier. Ooh. So next up is rock Pikmin. I think this is very similar to purple Pikmin, but the difference with purple Pikmin is these guys are rock. They are rock. There is no way I'm beating rock. So I think these guys either crush me and I die, I like crack my bones trying to punch them and I lose. Anything like that. I think there's any number of ways I could lose. So winged Pikmin are like, you know, they're tiny, they're small, but they can fly. And I think that's like a big thing, but they're not very strong. And I think if they were like as strong as red Pikmin, then this would be an absolute loss. But I think I just win. I think they come near me, and as long as I'm prepared, I win. Like, I just swat them out of the sky. So next up is ice Pikmin. I think if I'm allowed external tools, you know, like fire or anything, you know, I think I win. I think I just melt these guys, which would be kind of sad, but I would win. If not for external tools, I could still wait for them to melt, but I think, I don't know, I think ice Pikmin would beat me. I think they'd beat me before I had a chance. Glow Pikmin. Glow Pikmin are only usable at night, so I'm gonna assume it's starting at night, like the fight. So I just wait. I just wait till morning, and I don't know what happens, but they probably go away, and then I think I'd win. There's also Bulbmin. I think Bulbmin are classed as a Pikmin. I don't know. I think Bulbmin. I think I win against Bulbmin because I'm gonna assume that the fight starts in a cave, so I could just leave the cave. I could just walk out. I could just be like, "See ya," and then I win, which is kind of pathetic. I think even if it was a one-on-one fight, I think they're kind of like red Pikmin but without anything else. So I think I'd just still win. I think they're wimpy. So that's all. I think that's all the main Pikmin, but I'll also include mushroom Pikmin. I think mushroom Pikmin I'd 100% lose. They're super scary, and I know if I fought a mushroom Pikmin at their size, I would be too scared. I would be so scared. I'd instantly lose. So looking at the chart, it seems like it's pretty close, but I think overall, if I had to fight Pikmin, I think I'd lose. I think I'd lose overall. Overall, I'd pretty much lose. A lot of Pikmin I can beat though. Like, as you can see, like some of the weaker Pikmin, I can mess their ass up. But overall, I lose. Which is really sad, because they're tiny.